Alright, real simple, real quick, real fast. 1993 or 1994 really, because it's an early 94 Chevrolet Blazer, four-wheel drive, 4.3. And the problem is whenever you start it up cold, sometimes it'll start up and fire up right just fine. Then there's times where you get in it, you fire it up, and it doesn't want to start cold start. Or if it does start cold start and you go to let it get hot, let it get some temperature in it. Of course, the temperature gauge doesn't work, but it starts cutting up, misfiring. You try to give it gas, it stumbles, it pops to the intake, it doesn't want to rev up, and then it dies. Or if you doesn't even do any of that, and you let it sit there and run on its own without doing anything, and let it get temperature in it, it automatically start cutting up and then dying, and it won't start back until it's cold again. I've noticed it's something to do with fuel. I've replaced the fuel filter. I've not checked the fuel pressure. I'm sure it's low. Either that or the spider injectors are shot. I don't know. It's got 190,000 miles on it. Let's see if it'll fire up. And it's not cranking, or it's not running. Nope, and it's not going to move. Unless I spray ether down its throat, then it'll fire up and it'll stay running most of the time. I don't know why it won't start. Sometimes, like it's showing just now, when it's cold, and sometimes it will and sometimes it won't. And then there's the problem when it gets heat in it. It had a cold air intake on it. I took all that stuff off, put the factory air box back in it, hooked all that back up with a new intake hose, hoping that that would help it, but it's still doing the same thing. Like I said, the fuel filter's been changed. The only thing left is the fuel pressure is probably low, or which means weak pump, or the spider injectors are shot and it's not spraying right or doing anything at all. And of course, as soon as I quit messing with it, it fired right up. This is what it does. Now, most of the time it'll start up and run smooth, but it's cutting up like it usually does when it gets hot. And I have to keep my foot on it or it'll die. You tell me what you think it is.